Holy Biscuit Tuesdays.
How we gonna get down? How we gonna get down? How we gonna get down?
All right. So today, basically, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to take this modern YZ450 wheel and make it fit onto this vintage 1970s Yamaha frame. All right, yeah. So basically, what I have here is I have a modern YZ450 axle and then the modern YZ450 brake hanger. What I'm going to do is machine out the insides of this dropout here so that it'll accept the diameter of this, and then that'll slip through no problem. And then once we're done with that, I'm gonna make two tabs that work with this channel right here, and then weld it to the swing arm so that this thing can just slip in and out like a modern motocross bike. So that'll be pretty sweet. It might take a little bit of finesse to kind of get this positioned right to clear this these shock posts. But as you can see, you know, that's all gonna work in there pretty good. Throw that up there like that. And then of course, to make it look super factory, I'm gonna have all this aluminum stuff refinished. So I'll either do Cerakote, I might polish it. Not quite sure. I mean, I love the look of raw aluminum, but I'm really heavy on a lot of guys are Cerakote and stuff now. And I kind of want to have like a little bit of like a factory motocross look to it. So I want this bike to look as lean and mean as possible. So it's going to be a combination of bare aluminum, Cerakote, and things like that. But anyways, that's going to work out super good. I actually got this on eBay, so it came with the master cylinder and everything else for it, as well as the brake pedal. So I'll be able to use the whole system, plug it right into the bike, and then we'll just customize the rear sets to work with that. But I don't know, it's coming along pretty good. So one step at a time. I'm gonna have to probably bring this all into my office where it's warm and do all my measurements. I got my calipers here. Then what I'll do is get my side-to-side measurement as well as the diameter so that I can have jump on the lathe and get some wheel spacers made up for this thing. Same thing with the front. All right, yeah, so basically on this front wheel, what I gotta do is measure out the differences of the axle and the bearing, and then also the side-to-side, and then just create a blueprint of that so that I can basically go to the lathe with my measurements in hand and then create two spacers for this so that the wheel will sit exactly where it needs to. And then once I have that all set up, then I can come around to this side and then just make the mount for the caliper to sit, and so it'll be perfectly positioned to grab this front brake. So that's about it. Really, what I gotta do now is just get to work with the calculations and the measurements. I might film a little bit of that too, but anyways, that's just the update on that, getting these wheels spinning, so stay tuned. All right, you know what though? I think I'm actually just gonna go a totally different route on these wheels. Basically, I'm gonna just get the next size smaller bearing ID, inner diameter, and then just space it over, because this brake hanger that I got, it just ain't cutting it, because it will not clear this right here. Like, it will clear it, but that means that this needs to be bottomed out forward, and I want the entire range of motion. So what I think I'm gonna instead do is just laser cut the hanger for it, and then have the threaded rod with the wrist bearings going from there to right here. And I might have to modify this a little bit to make it a little bit wider, but I just think that's a way more like sanitary way to go. I was really hoping that this thing would just be a direct bolt on, and then I could just, you know, gap it out a little bit and have it not be a problem, but it's just not gonna happen. So more on that to come. I'm gonna have to basically get my measurements for my bearings, and then I think there's a couple bearing companies around that have bearings. So see if they've got it in stock. Go from there. So make sure you subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. You know the deal.
Where we gonna get down?